Hey, good morning, Facebook family. Dave Beamer here on a beautiful Monday morning. Nice and cool outside. It's almost kind of misting a little bit this morning out. So hope everybody has an awesome week. Hope you make it an awesome week. It's a choice. I wanted to share with you this morning. Yesterday, my girls and I were working in the yard. I love to work in the yard. Truth is, I love to work up a good sweat. And yesterday was a good day for that. And so Cameron and Harley were working in the yard. They were helping me out a little bit, as they often do, right? If I'm in the yard or I'm in the garage, run to the hardware store, those two are always in tow, right? So something that showed up yesterday, it shows up frequently for me, and definitely true in the business world. So as we're out in the yard and we're working yesterday, the girls were doing a few things differently. So they were trimming some trees a little bit with little handheld choppers, and they took on the task of pulling some weeds out of the flower bed. And so Harley came over and she had a question about how to get this ivy kind of out of the chain link on the fence, right? So you know how ivy will kind of weave in and out of the chain link on the fence. And it was hard to get out. And so she was asking, like, hey, how do I get this out? And my first response was like, just go pull it out, right? And she kind of hesitated a little bit, as if to say, Daddy, I've already tried that, right? But I wasn't completely dialed in with her. And so she lowered her head a little bit, and then she went back toward the fence, and I started the lawnmower again, and I began cutting, and I thought, immediately that tension inside, because this is something I've recognized in the past that I'm really I'm bad about, and I have to be aware about, is this difference between common sense and setting a clear expectation. And so here's what I mean by that. There's frequently, for me as an adult, or because of the journey that I've had, or the way that I process things, there are things that I just assume are common sense and everybody knows, right? And so that holds true with kids at home, and then it holds true with the people that I lead. And I think frequently that we have this this expectation, right, of, hey, it's common sense, you should know what to do. I've kind of given you some guidelines, I've given you a direction, just go do. And I stop. I don't allow an opportunity to clearly state what the expectation is, or how to go about doing it, or what exactly we're doing, right? And so just a few extra seconds to go in and be really clear on what is expected, and sometimes making sure that there's no additional questions, and maybe explain a little further how to get started, right? And so in business, it's so frequently, it's so easy to just it's so easy to think that everybody is at the same level, right? Or everybody has the same experience, and so they should just know how to do something. They should know how to begin, they should know how to finish, as opposed to taking a few extra minutes, making sure that everybody's on the same page, that we understand what the expectations are, and that way, when it actually gets finished, it's what you expected, right? It's not what you had in your head, it's what you clearly communicate as an expectation. For me, this has been, it was a huge revelation for me a couple years ago. It's one of the things that I discussed oftentimes with other leaders is, well, hey, they should have just known, right? They should have known what I wanted. Well, how would they have known? Did you clearly set an expectation on what you wanted? And why it even mattered, right? That's the huge thing, is just being able to communicate why the hell it even matters that you're doing it, because that ultimately gives them the motivation to go out and get it done for you, or with you, even better. So anyway, hope this is helpful. Get out and enjoy your Monday. Have a good week this week, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.